Warning: this content may be upsetting or disturbing to some audiences.
In Florida, it's stay 1 alligator length apart. What is your state or province's measurement for social distance? If Trubisky could reliably make a throw to you, you're too close. In Wisconsin, it's 1 cow or 5 cases of beer. Ohio here. If we stay 1 pothole apart, we'll flatten this curve faster than a fat kid on an air mattress. Colorado is saying stay a ski's length away for 6 feet. You know the distance you subconsciously keep from a drunk person? Everyone knows that distance here in Bavaria. Here in Seattle, it's keep doing what we've always done. Stay wicked Fahrenheit apart, 6 feet, ked. Mass hole checking in. In Maryland it would be 12 large crabs. Stay 720 mosquitoes apart. 6 feet, super exciting. Though a worker at Trader Joe's was telling us all to stay 1 short NBA player apart. A caribou apart. Or a black bear. It's Minnesota, stay 1-0, wait, it's Scandinavian as fuck here, and we've been social distancing since like the 1800s. Carry on. I'm sorry, but everyone will need to stay a boot 1 moose apart. Louisiana stay the length of 1, average-ish, dead body apart because we suck at everything else. Why wouldn't we have the highest death rate per capita? In Minnesota it's just when you start feeling a little too close that you're at about 6 feet. In Kentucky we can take our pick of 1 horse length, a pot still, or a traveling fowl. In Washington it's 1 Bigfoot foot away. Utah, 1.5 ski lengths. Our government literally put out an ad about this too. Colorado, pretend you're both wearing skis. North Dakota. We don't need a measurement because the whole state is empty anyway. If we did, it would be 1 bison length apart. South Jersey, they're 2 different states, 6 classic Wawa hoagies apart. A kangaroo, from the end of its tail to the front. California 1 surfboard. I bet Sweden is, you can actually get as close as 2 meters apart if you really want to. Pennsylvania here. Doesn't even matter what is said, because hardly anyone is listening and abiding by it, anyway. I live around a bunch of fucking morons. Not the state's way of putting it, 6 feet, but if I can jolt you with a cattle prod, you're too close. Alabama. 1 cousin apart. Oregon here. Stay 1 recycling bin apart. Or stay 1 millennial coffee shop line length apart. In New York, it is 6 NYC rats apart. Irrelevant digression, but must make my point. In Singapore, when you board a train where all kinds of people mix, including low-wage laborers, typically dark-skinned Indians, Bangladeshis, Pakis etc., you can see normal people giving them stares if they do anything that's not normal. Like sitting in a reserved seat even if no one who needs it is around, while happily ignoring local Chinese who sit etc. A few weeks back when I was on the train, I saw this worker sitting across me, and 2 or 3 seats away sat a normal ATAS, slang for high class, Chinese fair-skinned, gorgeous toned body lady. While I was busy on my mobile phone I heard a sneeze. And then I saw the worker staring with those murderous eyes ready to stab at the same pretty girl, as if he was conveying, WTF, how dare you sneeze. It was such a beautiful role reversal and a realization that for the disease all are equals, and how coronavirus is the biggest equalizer for all during this time. No matter what your looks, color, ethnicity, or social status, you can be fucked as much as anyone else. Canada here stay about 4 or 5 cases of beer apart bud. Washington state. Stay as far away as you would if everything were perfectly normal. Rhode Island, 1 human centipede apart, 6 feet. California, so it's stay 1 outdoor marijuana plant length apart while waiting in line to buy your cannabis. Stay 12 chilies apart. Red or green. Over yonder, any distance from 6 feet to 10 miles. Alabama. Here in California it would be 1 palm frond apart. Scotland, 9 haggis. I'm not Canadian, but in Canada it's 1 hockey stick apart. 1 kangaroo apart. Europe here. We just use the metric system, which is 1,5 meters apart. In Arizona stay 1 saguaro cactus apart. Up here in Canada we are staying 1 hockey stick length apart, or else you might get sent to the box for a 5-minute misconduct. Stand 1 Walmart aisle width apart. Queensland, Australia, quarter of a crocodile, 1 kangaroo, 1 emu, or 3 bird-eating spiders. You choose. I'm in Florida and we say 1 manatee apart. Oklahoma here, we're staying 1 tiger apart. 1 cornstalk. 2 meters apart, or about a length of a hockey stick. Literally saw this sign at the park near my house. Toronto checking in. I used to bullseye womp rats in my T16 back home, they're not much bigger than 2 meters. Sorry, I'll back up 1 moose length, at Ontario. 6 feet, but one doctor I work with said her laying down on the floor plus some, she's 5 feet max, not sure exact height. I pointed out it's 2 yardsticks, so I said we should all be given a yardstick. We can use both yardsticks, between 2 people, to make sure there's enough distance as long as we don't go closer than both of them. California, stay 1 surfboard length apart. Here in Sweden it's just business as usual. Not necessarily a state or province, but the Navy mandates all sailors to have 1 fathom away from each other. So I'm all the way here in England. We're uncreative, it's sad tbh. Literally just 2 meters apart, although the news reporters going outside to interview the public use this microphone attached to a 2-meter long pole, so I guess you can say channel 4 microphone distance apart. California, 1 yoga mat. I'll make 1 up for Arizona because I haven't heard ours yet. Be a shadow away, another at later afternoon. It's 1 Johnny Sins dick size apart. Illinois it stays 6 feet away. Stay 4 cowboy hats apart. Roughly 1 dead relative's length apart. Keep your distance, at least 1 adult kangaroo apart. 1 wheat field apart. 20 potatoes apart. In southern England UK we have to stay 1 Mini Cooper length apart. In Canada, our reference is a hockey stick. Alabama here. Stay 1.2 pregnant teenagers apart. I've heard at least 1 hockey stick apart. I'm from Quebec. No unit of measurement yet, but there's a whole meme page of the mayor of Chicago telling people to just stay home and her stern, no nonsense face giving a look of disapproval. Norway, just keep doing like always. Colorado, puff, puff, don't pass. My friend tells everyone to imagine a friend or relative who died of the virus lying on the floor between them and the next person and stay apart the distance between the head and feet. Hard hitting but effective. In Canada it's stay a hockey stick away. Sweden, business as usual. For those of you that doesn't know, Swedes are very antisocial. We never sit 2 and 2 in public transport unless we have to, and even then most people prefer to stand. Philly burb 6 cheese takes apart. SC here, stay an arm's length away from my sweet tea. In downtown Oakland on an early Sunday morning, it's stay 2 piss streams away from each other. I heard Chicago thugs were like stay TF inside or you get in shot. England. Staying 1 trolley length apart. If you really enjoy this video, please like this video, subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for new videos. Thanks for watching.